again, everybody. This is Sean from the Dukes of Dice, and today I'm going to give you my first impressions of Kingdomino, although sometimes I like to call it Kingdomino, but I'm pretty sure it's Kingdomino. It's designed by Bruno Cathala and published by Blue Orange Games, and it's kind of a drafting game where you're going to be building the land around your castle to see who has the most prestige. So I'll get it set up on the table, teach us how to play, and then I'll come back to give you my first impressions. So I've got Kingdomino here set up for a 3-player game, and the object is pretty simple. Score the most points by building up lands around your castle so that you have large areas that are the same, and you have the different crowns. You can see a crown right there that are going to help as a multiplier. So let's say at the end of the game I had my kingdom set up like this. I'm going to look at all of the adjacent terrain types of the same type, and I'm going to multiply the number of squares I have times the number of crowns in those terrain types. So for example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the plains times 1 crown. That's worth 4 points. These are worth nothing because they're not connected. Here I have 2 of these mountain regions, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crowns. That's crazy. 5 times 2, that's 10 points, so I'm at 14. I have these 2 swampy pieces with 2 crowns, so that's 4. I'm at 18, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 forests with 2 crowns, so that's another 8 points. I'm at 26. And then finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1 is another 6 points for 32. This is worth nothing. This is worth nothing because there are no crowns there. So we're going to compare all the different domains at the end, and whoever has the most points will be the winner. But how do we play? So to start the game, you're going to randomly remove some tiles. It depends on the number of players. I haven't done that just for purposes of this overview. You're going to then draw a number of tiles equal the number of players, put them out from top to bottom in ascending order, 44, 47, 48. You flip them over, and then you randomly determine turn order. You can see here the castles are these nice little 3D pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of flip them this way so it's easier to see player color, because you can't really tell from a top-down view. So let's say pink goes first. Pink really wants these 3 crowns. That's really nice. Now green likes these, and they'll give them first turn the next turn. So that's the initial placement. Now we're going to add 3 more tiles. Draw randomly, 28, 4, and 1. We flip them over. Okay. So now the player at the top is going to go first. So green says, well, I'd really like to match one of these tiles maybe. There's not a whole lot there. There are these nice double tiles, so sure, I'll go here and give myself first turn in the subsequent round. So it goes here. Now he has to place the tile that green acquired. So the placement rules are pretty simple. You need to place them in your domain so that they match at least one of the terrain types, or your center castle is kind of wild for the purposes of placement. So green will just place it like that to start. Okay, blue goes, and blue doesn't want this piece that much, wants to go second. Blue gets this, adds it here. Pink has to go here and adds this to their kingdom. All right, 3 more tiles. We have 10, 22, 36. Flip them over. All right, so looking at this, green likes the look of this one because it's matching one of the tiles with crowns, plus it's another crown, so green will go here, place green's yellow like that, let's say, and then blue is up. Blue isn't particularly crazy about any of them, but sure, blue will want to go first, and blue will place this here. Pink, still going last, and pink doesn't have a whole lot of great options over here for where pink places theirs. 3 more tiles in order 11, 24, 5. All right, flip these over. So blue is looking here. Blue can get this double green, but they don't have any crowns for their green yet. So maybe this is worthwhile, but they're going to go last. They'd really like a mountain tile, but there aren't any yet. So sure, we'll go here. Blue has to place this, so blue will place it like that. Okay. And then green is not particularly thrilled with any of the 2 remaining, so green will want to go first. And green will place this like this. All right, so right now we've got 3 points there. And then pink is left over with this, which is going to be pretty good because they're going to have this crown, and now they've got a double pasture or double field coming up. All right, we'll do one more. So we've got 30, 42, 31. All right, interesting. Okay. Green is pretty interested in one of the yellows. They're both kind of the same, although this is a nice double crown. So maybe green will grab that. Places the forest and has to place it here. Pink will do that. Place their double pasture over here. And then blue left with this one. And that's not too bad because now we've got a crown for the forest. So now in this next turn, because the green player has covered their castle completely, if they're unable to make any matches, like for example, if they got a double ocean tile, there'd be nowhere for them to legally place it. They'd have to discard it. And so their 5x5 grid is not going to be complete. Additionally, you can't go outside of your 5x5 grid. So I could not, for example, place this like that because I have 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to stay confined within your 5-place grid. Play is going to continue as players jockey for turn order, jockey for the best tiles. At the end, we're going to add it up like I showed you at the beginning, and whoever has the most points is the winner of Kingdomino. So first impressions of Kingdomino, it's obviously a very light game. It plays fairly quickly. Now, I've only played it at the 3 players so far, not the 2 and 4, which is why this is a first impressions. But there's enough decisions here to keep me entertained, at least for the length of the game. It's certainly not a deep game by any stretch of the imaginations, but there is a nice tension between getting the type of terrain tile that you want versus getting the crown. There's knowing that if you're going to take a crown tile, it's likely going to be late in the initiative for the next round. So that's an interesting tension. Now, this isn't a game that I'm going to go out and buy. This is actually not my copy. This is our buddy Matthew's copy, and he let me borrow this. I wouldn't turn down a play of this necessarily, especially if we're kind of in between games. But again, it's not something that I'm going to go pick up. But I think if you're looking for a light family weight game that offers enough interesting decisions, even for gamers, then this would be a good option. I don't know that it's an option for me. Like I said, not going to pick it up, but I'll still play it on occasion. So some things to consider too. The art's really cute. You can see that in the overview. The tile thickness is really solid. I really appreciate that. I think that kind of makes it more family weight because, you know, these are going to be handled more, especially by younger kids. So that's going to do it for my first impressions of Kingdomino. Once again, it's kind of a reluctant recommendation. If it fits in your collection, fantastic. It doesn't quite for me, but still, I think worthwhile checking out and giving it a player or more if it's something that'll work for you. So please be sure to subscribe below. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. You can join our Board Game Geek Guild number 2008. And we'd love it if you'd listen to our weekly podcast. So until next time, this is Sean, and I'll catch you later.